The Articles of Confederation, also known as the first Constitution of the United States.
Think back to the Declaration of Independence. At about the same time, Thomas Jefferson was writing the Declaration of Independence. The Second Continental Congress got together to create a new government to replace British rule in 1777. The plan of government was called the Articles of Confederation.
It was the first Constitution of the United States. And a constitution is just simply the plan of government, how our government will operate and what our government will consist of. As you can imagine, the states were very distrusting of power. They wanted to govern themselves. They were afraid of what would happen if another powerful government came in. Each state had their own form of government, their own constitution, because they wanted to be their own separate countries. But the states realized that they would need to create a confederation. A confederation is a voluntary association of independent states. We are the United States of America. The original idea was each state was going to be its own country. But they would create a central government. But that central government would have a limited amount of power because the states did not want to give up their power. Because again, they were afraid of Britain and another power like Britain coming in and taking over. So what they created was the Articles of Confederation. Now there's some good parts to the Articles of Confederation. One, the United States would be able to create and keep an army, which George Washington was in charge of, and we already know the story of Valley Forge. The United States could talk to other countries for help and protection, like France and Spain. Remember, France was loaning us soldiers to help us fight during the war. France was also loaning us money, which we could do also because of the Articles of Confederation. And finally, we were able to make money. The bad parts of the Articles of Confederation: there was no power to tax, and it was almost impossible to make a law. And there was no power to make people follow the laws. Because of the war for American independence, many of the colonists were very afraid of taxation without representation, and they were afraid of the tyranny and the despotism of the King of England. So they wanted to make sure that that wouldn't happen again in America.